made it all the more valuable. The race has panned out absolutely perfectly for him. He played the cards the way that they were dealt, so he knew he was going to hold him up. After that, it was up to fate and up to a bit of jockey nous, and everything's worked out well for him. But you would take Grigori out of that race as much as the winner, wouldn't you? I think so.
He's run well, hasn't he? Went very hard earlier. Matt Chapman then on track, very close to getting a time form job by the sounds of it. Matt, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I think Jamie will have a rethink of that by the end of the afternoon. But Jack Dern's with me. And Jack, I was amazed to see your stats, 14 winners last year and 7, and this is your 8th this season, which surprised me, because when you deliver a ride like that, I mean, that was perfection from you.
Yeah, I was in Canterbury from January till the end of February, so I had a slow start to the season, but yeah, the winners are coming slowly, so.
We all analyse races and say things about it. From a jockey's point of view, though, that must have panned out just about perfect. They went hard up front and everything fell away, sort of thing.
Yeah, they pretty much set it up for him, didn't they? They went fast and he travelled around the back and on his own. And then in the last furlong, he's gone away nicely, so.
When you're tanking away like you were sort of turning in, you know, how worried do you get thinking, oh God, I hope, you know, a gap does appear at some stage or they all disappear?
I was pretty confident. I knew I had the horse underneath me to finish like that, and he'd get another furlong. That was perfect for him.
Let's hope you're winning more races on him. Well done. We better let you weigh in.
Thank you.
Well done to Jack. Let's have a word with the winning trainer, Simon. You told us all we needed to know really beforehand, and you know, races are often decided by the way they pan out, and you couldn't have written the script better, I imagine.
No, it really worked for us, and you know, once you saw them going hard up front, we could relax any anxieties we had about him perhaps being a little keen early on, and you know, Jack's done it perfect. He's just kept him nice and balanced, kept him cool as we talked about, and accordingly he's finished off very strong. You know, got it right out.
I was sort of saying after the race, you know, Jack's, you know, what a great ride, but then when you saw the head on, you know, it was impossible not to win because everything was sort of falling away. But what I meant was that he delivered the plan to perfection.
Yeah, I think the thing is particularly with inexperienced jockeys, and obviously Jack's an experienced apprentice, he's riding against his peers, and it's just not to panic. You know, you see so often when they're in a race like that, where the horses are going very strong in front, and some of the riders in behind will push and push and push, and the horses get a little bit unbalanced, and of course it makes such a difference if you can get the horse underneath you and he's travelling. You're always going to finish off well, and that's exactly what Jack's done.
He looks like a horse, which may or may not be good for you, news for you, I don't know, but he looks like a horse that the better racing he gets in eventually as he grows up, the better he'll be.
Yeah, he had, you know, he had a couple of little immaturity setbacks when he was a 2-year-old, and accordingly didn't race, and he's grown and grown and grown, and as I said to you beforehand, he's a great eater, and he really does himself very well, and when he does strengthen up, he's going to have a little break now, and when he does strengthen up and come back, he will be better suited by a better standard of racing, as you say, because they'll go quicker.
And Mr. Moss and Mr. Page, regular sort of owners with you?
Mr. Page has had horses with me longer than he probably cares to remember, varying degrees of success, but most of them have won along the way, and
what's his first name?
Jim.
Jim, just a quick word about your trainer, because he grafts away at Epsom and every winner means something, and it's not an easy game at certain levels.
It's not. We've had horses with Simon for a number of years, and we know how hard it is, and it's a sort of chicken and egg situation. You know, the trainer's only as good as the horses he's got. He's only as good as the owners that are there. It's very difficult. And we bought Presumido as a yearling. We lost him completely as a 2-year-old. We didn't have any run whatsoever. We brought him down here at the beginning of the year to let him have a breeze. He injured himself. We lost him for another 6 months. So it's very difficult. And but Simon's, you know, puts his heart and soul into it, and it stays like this when he gets his reward.
Trainer's only as good as his owner, but it sounds like you're a very good owner to have, so well done to both of you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.